Well, guys, congratulations on Dandelion. It's absolutely gorgeous. I want to start with you, Kiki. I know a lot of audiences know you from your breakout role in If Beale Street Could Talk, but also you have parts in The Old Guard and Coming to America, and my personal favorite, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. We don't necessarily know you have this like really beautiful voice. What made you want to do this film, and did you have any reservations with the music side of things?
Um, well, a big part of why I wanted to do it was to finally, break through my fear of sharing my singing voice. I've always loved singing. Growing up, I said I wanted to be a singer and an actress, but when I auditioned for the performing arts school in Cincinnati, I got into instrumental music and drama, but didn't get into vocal music. And I was only 7 years old. And so I think that was the beginning of me kind of being like, oh, maybe singing isn't my thing. I should focus more on acting. And so the opportunity to play this part and the fact that Dandelion is also from Cincinnati, it just felt very divine of like, I'm coming back to this thing that was always a dream of mine, and I'm doing it in my hometown where all of my dreams began. So it was exciting, but also definitely very nerve-wracking and kind of scary. But I'm so happy that I did it.
And you're doing it opposite someone who's a third of their credits have some
Right.
music related thing. Thomas, like literally a third of your credits are music related.
Oh, is that? I didn't know what you said. Yeah.
Oh, a third of your credits on IMDb are music related. Um,
Really? Fucking
and
Wow.
hell.
and what's so interesting about that though is that it's such a wide variety of genres. Like you started with these pop musicals through your work on the Disney Channel, and then you have like nostalgic IP with High Fidelity, and then
Mm.
um, you moved on to broad comedy earlier this year with Girls Five Eva, which again has the most disturbing image I've ever seen in my entire life of you with fox teeth. Why do you
We
keep
did
coming
that
back?
in one. We did that in 1 minute.
Really? That's
1 minute. One take. 1 minute.
oh God.
Yeah, singing "Boys to Men" and a white little white boy singing "Boys
Yeah.
to Men" in a Scottish accent was
Yeah.
a move. That was
Those
a
was a
bold
huge
move.
move. And the prosthetics team over there. Oh my gosh. Um, anyway, why do you keep coming back to music related projects, and what attracted you to a grounded romantic indie like Dandelion?
Well, I grew up doing musical theatre, so I love the acting through song. I think it's so powerful. I think it's so powerful. I think two things I find incredibly powerful in film and in TV is silence and music, song, singing. So they're kind of like opposites, but they both hold equal value in my opinion. And yeah, I guess I just love that. I love a human expression through singing or dancing. I think it's really. I mean, look, this is how sad I am.
Oh, cool.
I got a La La Land tattoo.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's my favorite film. You know, so I think it's just really, really beautiful, really powerful. It can reach everyone. Um, so I guess I'm drawn to that. Um,
Is
what
that
was the
what
second thing?
Dandelion?
What drew me to Dandelion? But no, that's not actually what drew me to Dandelion at all. Um, I was just, I did so much. I felt like I did a lot of commercial stuff, and then it just got to the point where I just felt like I was like a politician campaigning for my career,
Hmm.
and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I don't feel like an actor. I feel like I'm like campaigning for a career, which is the complete opposite of what acting is. And so I said that to my manager in a car. We drove to his office. I read the script, and I was like, I have to do this. I have to do it. And it was not what I expected. It was a lot harder than what I expected, but yeah, it's a film that'll definitely stay with me and and in my own head, define me as an actor. Because it was the first time I've ever had that freedom in that space to act. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but when you're on sets and sound stages, KiKi knows, you've got producers and executive producers and streamers and studios, and there's so much. Whereas on Dandelion, it was me, KiKi, and Nicole, and one film camera.
I was going to ask about how it was shot, because it does feel very intimate and has this kind of improvisational flow to it. So talk to me a little bit about that. It feels very stripped down in a good way.
Incredibly so. I mean,
Yeah.
it was literally a film camera, and Lauren,
Mhm.
the camera operator, she'd just be there and she'd follow, and it was Nicole. You'd see Nicole be like, "Go over there, go around there." Like, it wasn't formulaic, and I think that's what gives it that raw, organic feel. And I
Yeah.
think that's why it's
That's
just
what-
really such a beautiful film.
Yeah, I think that's what Nicole was really going for, is just a more raw and organic exploration of the artist's journey, something that felt more realistic. And I think it started with just how much of her personal experience she poured into the script. All of the things that she's been through as an artist. And then once Thomas and I got there and we brought so much of what we've been through as artists, I think it just created an environment for us all to really organically explore that, So Nicole had a very clear vision of what she wanted, but she didn't over direct how we got there. And I think that's what people are feeling in what is now the finished product that came together from all of these very raw and organic pieces.
Mhm.
In the press notes, your director, Nicole Riegel, wrote that no pop star is born at the end of Dandelion. It's a story about a woman who makes it without making it, who gives herself over to a certain uncertain future and lets it take her to unexpected self-enlightenment. I think a lot of people in creative fields can really relate to that, like whether, not everybody is Taylor Swift or even, I don't know why Travis Kelce came to mind, but nobody's like at the top of their field, right? Whether it's, selling out or working in a practical field and then gigging on the weekends, there has to be sort of this like acceptance that you are okay at the point you're at. Is that something that you guys thought about while filming this film, and then also in your own careers?
I mean, that was definitely one of the things that I really resonated with me, is that because most films around singers and musicians, it does end with them being like this massive star, or like at some point they were a massive star and then they kind of fell off. Like that's not real for most of us. And I love that this film is telling that story and is really highlighting so many of the things that we as artists wrestle with, and not just artists, but just anyone. If you're passionate about something, if you're determined to do something that isn't guaranteed, to give you all of the finances and wealth or whatever that society makes you think that you're supposed to have to be happy. And I think this film really digs into that and explores that in a way that's unique and beautiful. And I think really, all three of us, Thomas, me, Nicole, we really got to pour so much of those things that we really struggle with, that we know on our own journeys as artists, and certainly as artists in this business that doesn't actually nurture arts as often as, you would think or you would hope. And so I think audiences also are really feeling, the truth of, everything that we brought to it, because we brought a lot.
You did. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much for chatting with me. I really, really appreciate it. And congratulations on Dandelion.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cortaland. Please, lovely speaking to you.
Thanks for checking out the show. If you like what we're laying down, please subscribe to our channel. and click the bell to receive notifications for all of our latest stuff.